Today in 1953, Bishop Alain de Bomigny died at Kabuna at the age of, I think, about 83. This is a little bit of his story, a significant story for the church in what is now Papua New Guinea, a very significant story for the life of the church in Papua. This is Mission Alive. You're with Roger from MSC Mission Office. This is the young Alain de Bomigny, possibly when he was ordained, and he was ordained in 1895 on the 10th of February, and he was teaching the seminarians for a while. But he wanted to go to the missions, and it was said in 1897 Father Chevalier writes to him and says, "It seems that you do not desire to leave for the missions. It is a pity." The answer came back immediately in Alain's characteristic fashion. "I never said such a thing. I simply followed the directions given to me. If you tell me to leave, I leave." That same year he left for the missions, and in late 1897 he was in Sydney, and from there he went to Papua. And we have various images of him. This is one possibly when he was ordained bishop. Because the date at the bottom is 1870. That was the date he was ordained. The date there at the bottom, 1872, 1953, when he died. He was actively as bishop until 1945. He saw out the war, and then he retired to Kabuna. Some other images of him over the years. Oh, that's Montmartre. Now this is the thing. He was ordained in this cathedral in Paris, and it was the first time there was an episcopal ordination in that cathedral. And in the MSC Australian MSC website, Missacor, it says the new bishop is not yet 30 years old. He is the youngest in Christendom. For 45 years he will be the much loved pastor of the Papua New Guinea mission. And on his going there, somewhere else I read that they thought he was not strong enough. He was a bit sickly, and that he wouldn't last. Well, he lasted quite a long time until 1953. And some further images of him. This is one, I think this could be on a boat, going or coming, looking very much the bishop of the time. This is the old man, and an image that is mostly used for him. I prefer the younger one, and the one that I really like is this image here. So even his cassock there, it was stitched up by the nuns from bits and pieces they had. He's just got a nice look on his face, a gleam in his eye. The priest who probably took that photo was Father Jules Dubuis, and I think Bishop de Bomigny might have been rather amused by this type of technology. He's got an amused look on his face, which I really like. And this is a picture of him with the group, 25 years of ordination. The other two bishops there from Australia, I forget their names. One became the Bishop of Toowoomba, and they were visiting there because that originally the New Guinea, so-called New Guinea, was part of the jurisdiction of the Bishop of Rockhampton, John Carney. So there's a connection there. So just some pictures there of him and his life, and he's very significant for us in the Papuan mission, and of course he appears in our book the mustard seed, which I've advertised here before. The stories about him in there, which is still available from the Mission Office. And so he was up there for many years, and he made a big difference in the mission when he went there, and he was given authority. I think it was made superior. He did a tour, and I've mentioned this before. He did a tour of the mission stations and found that the lifestyle of the priests and brothers who were out there was not good, because it was based on the European model of one village, one curé, one priest, maybe two. And here they were living in these villages in very rough circumstances, isolated from one another, so their physical life, their spiritual life, their moral life was not good. So he reorganized the mission into main mission stations with outstations. We've spoken of that before. So here, Bishop Alain de Beaumanoir, after his retirement, he was made Archbishop, a great missionary who did much for the mission in Papua New Guinea and in Australia, and put his mark upon the church. Thank you for being with us on Mission.